The fighting as intense as a war zone. One whole floor almost collapsing. Outside, huge cracks, craters pockmarking the building. Witnesses in the neighborhood I spoke with tell me they believe that Abaoud was in the apartment this morning. They say he left for this nearby mosque and arrived early for 4:30 a.m. prayers. They don't know if he's dead or alive now. 11:46 a.m., a government spokeswoman announces that the raid is over. 2 suspected terrorists are dead, 8 detained.
I'm not in a position, therefore, to give you precise and definite answers and identities of the people who died.
Officials say the raid happened.
He said, "I don't know." He did not say, "I am not in a position."
Another major attack in Paris. I ran into the former mayor of Saint-Denis outside the raid location today. He told me he's not surprised that terrorists sought refuge in his town.
We unfortunately have in the center of this town a certain number of buildings, of dwellings. And these buildings are owned by people who are not necessarily attentive to who their apartments are rented to. And it's actually possible that one of the renters may have participated closely or loosely to what happened last Friday night.
And I want to bring in Nick Robertson now. He is live outside that apartment building tonight where the raid took place in Saint-Denis. And Nick, still, throughout the day, we all know certain streets were blocked off, activity would happen, everybody would rush to see what was going on. And now you are still seeing so much police action.
Yeah, Aaron, just to kind of bring you up to speed with what's happening here, you've got 2 basic things going on. We heard the prosecutor talking about the damage. You saw the damage when you were here as well. So there's a team of police carpenters, and I'll step out of the way so you can get a better look down the street. It's just down there on the left, and you can also see men in these white forensic suits sitting at the side there. We've seen them coming and going in and out of that building, taking stuff, debris out of there. The constant sound of building work is going on here. The police say that this operation, this cleanup operation, this forensic operation down here could last for another 24 hours. The whole area is still sealed off. We're right at the police line right here. Local residents, if they want to get in, they've got to show the police their papers. They get escorted to their buildings, then escorted back out if they want to leave again. So this is still an ongoing investigation down here. And of course, the key is, as we heard the prosecutor earlier say, to get in and get the DNA evidence to find out whether or not Abaoud was in this building and whether or not he was killed. They'll do that through DNA forensic analysis. One of the local residents here a little while ago did show me a photograph that matched the outside street down here, showed me a photograph of what he said was the aftermath of that suicide bomber, the female suicide bomber blowing herself up. 3 police officers in their forensic suits looking at part of the body of this female suicide bomber. So that part of the DNA testing should be relatively straightforward for the police here. And the real question is, who is that other body inside there? That work's still going on, Aaron.
Nick Robertson, thank you very much in Saint-Denis tonight, and here with me in Central Paris, Paul Cruikshank, our terrorism analyst, and Clarissa Ward, who was there for the part of that raid this morning that I know you saw. But let me start with you, though, Paul. Abaoud, the mastermind, they say, the ringleader behind the attacks here in Paris, also the recent attacks on the train, and also other attempted attacks. Is he alive or dead, do they think?
They don't know. I mean, these body remains are absolutely mangled, and so there's DNA testing which is going on right now, and they're trying to get those answers, and when they have those answers, I'm sure they'll be briefing the public about this. Obviously, there'll be a huge concern to the French public that the ringleader has been neutralized, because it would be a nightmare scenario that he perhaps managed to get away, perhaps with some other accomplices, and